Hello and welcome to my new video. If you're new here, hi, I'm Lex, and today we are playing Disney Dreamlight Valley. It has been highly requested that I hop on this game and do a build of some sort, a design for my valley. So today we are going to be testing out the new feature, the Touch of Magic tool, which allows you to customize furniture items. I'm so excited to get started. Also, I hope you've appreciated me hanging out with Minnie here. This is going to be my very first build in Disney Dreamlight Valley, and I wanted to take this opportunity to thank Gameloft for sponsoring today's video. The update with the Touch of Magic tool is out now, so if you decide to hop on and make something cool, share it on your favorite social media with the hashtag Dreamlight Creations to show it off. Gameloft will actually be resharing their favorites, and if you haven't gotten Disney Dreamlight Valley yet, you can use the link in the description to grab the Founders Pack edition that you want most and start playing today. I'd also love to see your designs and creations, and I think there's so much you can do with this game, so let's go ahead and get started. My idea here is that I wanted to make like a picnic area beside Mickey's house. Mickey's is the red and yellow house just to our right. This is the Touch of Magic tool that I'm using now. It's in the Furniture tab. These are the options that I've unlocked so far. Obviously, for a picnic area, we're going to use a picnic table. So as you can see, there is a primary and a secondary, option for customizing. I am doing the primary now. I just want to change the dominant color to this wood grain. You can also change it. You can change either the texture or you can just change the color from the original white. Both are great options. I decided to go with this wooden texture for the main part of the table. I'm also going to cycle through really quickly all the other textures so you can kind of see them on the legs. Honestly, I think this tool is so cool. There are also emblems, little motifs that you can put on different items. For instance, there are chairs. You could add little patterns to them, little leaf patterns or something. It is honestly kind of limitless. You can do whatever you'd like there. I'm going to go ahead and just set this table out by selecting it from the Customize tab, and look how cute it is. Just out here in the open. I don't have a for sure plan yet. If you are new here, I do like to wing designs that I make. It always works out for the best, though. We'll go ahead and start trying to set things up. I want it to definitely be lush. We're gonna have a lot of greenery. I want to move this tree to the corner so that it's not in the way of the table. I also will change the time of day so it's a little bit sunnier in this area so you can really appreciate it, but let's go ahead and start visualizing what we're gonna do here. Okay, so I've pulled out the rug item that you can customize, so you can kind of see the different motif categories you can choose from, and I'll go through them so you can see what your options are. The little paintbrush in the corner means that you can change the color of the motif, which I think is super cute. It really opens up your possibilities here for patterns and everything. You can also change the base color of the different furniture items, so get creative. You can do whatever you want within these little categories here. I think it's super cute to mix and match patterns as well, little motifs. These are just so cute. I think they got so creative with the different things that you can add here. So with this build, my first step was to kind of figure out what furniture I wanted to include. So this was a lot of just going through my catalog here, my inventory, and finding things that I thought would look cute in the area. Like I said, I wanted it to be a very lush place, so I do want to incorporate a lot of plants, but the furniture too, I think, needed to represent that. So I tried to pick things that were very natural for Mickey's yard here. I think I did a good job. I really think that the things on the table are so cute. I did some coconut themed drink items and they're just precious to me. I also included a birdhouse. While I was going, I tried to check different angles on the build to see how I felt about it to really help me kind of edit as I went. But I do want to say here right now that building is a lot of trial and error. It is easy to get frustrated when designing. I just want to say it's not, super easy for me either. You just have to figure out what you like, how things look. Like here, I'm just walking around. I'm trying to get a feel for the area, make sure that it's accessible, that I can go and hang out around the table, and I can. Also, my pet raven, so cute. I decided to extend the path here, which was so fun. I love messing with the paths in this game. I love how curvy it is. I think it's so adorable. But I wanted there to be a clear walking path to the picnic table. I'll edit this again later, just forewarning, like I said. everything is trial and error. I just want to see what works, what doesn't as I go, and it ended up working really well. I'm obsessed with my little table. First of all, the picnic table, cutest thing I've ever experienced. But I wanted to edit the plants and everything as well to make sure everything kind of fit together and had, you know, like, I don't want to say symmetry because the build isn't fully symmetrical, but it is centered, I think, the table especially. So I just really like how it started to come together here. My concept is I want to have a sitting area to the right, so between the picnic table and Mickey's house there will be, I'm thinking some kind of plant life, maybe another tree, and some chairs because I want to showcase another furniture item that you can customize. I definitely went in with plants on this one though. Both the furniture plants, you know, foliage that you can place from your furniture, and also landscaping plants. Like I said, I wanted to add another tree. I think that I did a good job of exploring my options there. You know, it's good to check and see how each tree looks in the area so that you can pick the very best one. And I did. Just trust me, it's worth it to go through all of your options, and also it's just fun to experiment to see how each thing looks. At this point, I decided to go in and start editing the basic beach chair to customize its colors. Again, we have two separate colors that you can change on this chair. I personally really enjoy the color spectrum that they have for the fabric portion of the chair. I kind of played around with it a bit. I just wanted you to see in real time how I customized it because I was really thinking about it. I was really trying to put some thought into how I wanted it to look. I was between, for the second color, making it a light brown to match with the picnic table and making it a darker brown wood color to match the trellis arch that I added. So I kind of flipped between those a bit, and I'll actually edit the chairs again later. Like I said, trial and error. Just figure things out as you go. That's fine. It's what I do. It's how I work. But I think this chair is super cute. I think it's such a nice little item that you can customize. You can match it to any theme that way. Like if you wanted to have a certain aesthetic for your valley, it's achievable because there are so many color options, and this chair is just so adaptable, I think. I mean, the fact that it works in my little garden and it's meant for the beach, that's a good sign. I wanted to have two chairs by Mickey's house. I will edit the setup of this a little bit later on, but while that is kind of coming together, I decided that I wanted to craft some more furniture. Now that I have a better idea of what this area is shaping up to be, I wanted to craft some more items that I thought would elevate the build, this little picnic/garden area, and there are so many cute options. Honestly, I was having such a good time going through. The trellis item especially is one of my favorites. I'll definitely be using one of these or more. Yeah, there are so many things that really fit into this vibe. Again, I was trying to go for a natural furniture aesthetic, and Dreamlight Valley really came through for me here. As I said, I wanted to make sure to use the trellis item here, and I thought it would be great as a barrier between the little picnic area and the house. It would also create this like natural wall against which I could place the two chairs that I wanted to use, so that was super helpful. I also really wanted to find something to go between the chairs, so took a little dive into my inventory. It does take me a while to figure out exactly what I want to put there, but in the meantime, I'm just going to kind of mess around with different decor. I also wanted to fill some of the empty space in front of the picnic table and behind the house, so I added a half barrel behind the house. I thought that was so cute. It's such a nice item to use. I'm glad I finally got to use it. I added this little leaf rug under the table to kind of give some more texture to the ground there. I think that's really important for kind of filling empty spots if that's what you want to do. I think it turned out really well, so I'll let you watch as I decorate a bit here. Something else I was kind of doing at this point was just testing all of the different items. If you haven't seen certain items placed outdoors before, I think it's super helpful just to set them out. Even if you know you're not going to use them, it helped me kind of figure out what I did want to use. Like, obviously I couldn't use the enormous elegant gazebo, as beautiful as it was, but I, by going through them, found other things I wanted to use. I also changed the chair color here from the green that I had to a pink color. I just wanted it to contrast a little more and to match the flowers on the trellis. There was so much green already going on with the grass and the more natural items and foliage that I used, so I just thought it was a good idea to switch it up. I also added this fence, but I did eventually get rid of it. I wanted to test it out here. It's never a bad idea to test out, an initial idea that you have. Consider each build a rough draft as you're going. You can revise at any point, you can build the whole thing and then take some things away. I was just kind of seeing how I felt as it went. I decided I wanted to straighten out the path so that it matched up with the path directly in front of Mickey's house instead of curving a bit, and that's when I took away the fence. I just think this is better. It also created a little bit less space to fill in front of the picnic table, and now I have this extra little plot of grass in the front that I can make a whole separate build with. So it's a win-win situation, and I'm glad that I decided to mess around with the shape and size of my little picnic garden area. Here is a cute little look at how it is appearing so far. I think it's coming together so well. Oh my gosh. The grass was feeling a little empty to me on the right side, so I decided to add more of the stone pathway like we have in front of Mickey's house and leading to the picnic table. I just thought this kind of made it feel like the grass was kind of overgrowing the path a bit between them. Like, I don't know, I thought it was a really cute vibe having this, again, asymmetrical aesthetic going on. I'm gonna add some pathing to the left as well, but I've just discovered this bike, which I think is the cutest thing in the entire world. So, I had to work that into the build. I can't believe I didn't see this sooner. It would have been, an immediate grab. I think the little bike is so cute. I mean, the basket on the front, are you kidding? Here I am adding the pathing to the left side. I just wanted to fill that space a little bit more with something other than plants, but as you'll see, I do in fact go back to my plant roots, because what do I place on the path? Little potted plants. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It does turn out adorable, and I do like this better, I think, than before I added the pathing. It just looks so full in a good way. Here is the completed build. I was so happy that Wally was, cruising around. He's enjoying this as well, and look at how I can sit at the table. How adorable is this? I'm so glad that I finally decided to build in Disney Dreamlight Valley. It was such a fun experience. I cannot wait to shape more of my valley with this aesthetic in mind. I also noticed Prince Eric walking over, and oh my, he is going to make use of the chair. Look at it. Oh my goodness. I love seeing the other characters in the valley using, the furniture items that are out. It's so cute to catch them sitting on a bench, or in this case on a chair that I placed. I just think this is so cool. And I mean, obviously you can interact with it too. Take some photos of the new area that you've built. Remember to use hashtag Dreamlight Creations for anything that you customize so that we as a community can appreciate them. I hope you all enjoyed this build, and thank you again to Gameloft for sponsoring today's video. Remember to check the description, and I hope you all have a lovely day. Bye!